Hi guys, it's Mew2king, and as you all know, Terry just came out. He's a new character, kind of similar to Ken Ryu, which I'm going to explain later. He's a character from the King of Fighters series. He has some Street Fighter inputs, but they're pretty easy to learn. I'm going to teach you guys in this video, as well as some other things I discovered. I'm going to go over all the basic moves, and I'm sure you guys will learn at least a thing or two through this video, even though I've only spent a few hours on it. So, now I'm going to go over his moves. So, I'll start with Terry's jab. Terry's jab is a triple jab. It's pretty decent. 16 damage, but I'll go, spoilers, you could mash A and then mash down B, and wow, it does 10 more damage. And that is something I will show more on later. His tilt attack's pretty quick. Down tilt, up tilt, F tilt. This is frame 6, 7, 8. I also want to mention that F tilt, the leg is invincible. Up tilt, the arm is invincible. So it can be good for anti-airs. There are also, I'll give some more early spoilers, just to get you guys a little hyped. There are some other things you can do from this. You could combo off it. Pretty cool, huh? I'll go over that in a bit. But, yeah. Invincibility, pretty cool stuff. Pretty standard combos into things. Terry, in general, has a lot of moves that are going to combo into other things. I'll talk it very shortly. So, first off, I'm going to finish off his ground moves. Dash attack, kind of reminds me of Ganon's. Frame 10. The strong hit, it's like 16 damage, hits kind of 45 degree. Weak hit does 12, hit 12, hits sideways. So, can hit off the stage or above you. Kind of like Ganon's, but more, maybe not as strong and hits more sideways. His smash attacks, they kind of suck. Honestly, this move sucks. This move kind of sucks. This move is decent. The down smash is decent because it's fast. So for frame data, down smash is frame 8, up smash is frame 10, F smash is frame 18. This goes around like 90 or so. This doesn't even kill in the hundreds. It's kind of bad. And this one, it's good only because of the angle. So I think that this can be decent, like just because of the angle it sends you. It's just a good position for them to be at. So, I'll talk about grabs now. Well, something really funny I want to show you guys first. Check out his grab. How fast do you think this is? Alright, let's look at it in slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way over here. Surely it will take a while to grab him. 6. like what? So he's tied for a frame 6 grab for some reason. And if you also want to know, dash grab is 9, pivot grab is 10. It's just a stupid looking. If I don't look at this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. The dumbest crap ever. Anyway, on to the throws. Back throw. 12 damage. Oh, where are you set? Forward throw. Back throw. Down throw. Up throw. Now, up throw is the weakest, but I would say it's the best in a lot of situations because if you up throw them quickly and they don't DI, you can actually get a combo. If they miss DI, you can do that. And if certain percents, on certain depending on character percent and stuff, that'll either combo or frame trap. 60 might be too much, but you can do that. And if they air dodge, you just do like another aerial, like a nair or something. And if this hits and they don't DI again, you can do that. Well, it's not really real, and it's only at low percent. But if the opponent literally just holds away from you, it's never gonna work. Which is where the mix-up comes in. I think at high level, maybe this. See how this is what no DI is? Well, the down throw of no DI is the opposite. So if you're holding away, this is gonna send you really far to the right, whereas this one will send you straight above you, and it does a little extra damage. Now, this is the theory, but I was thinking like at top level, when they know you're gonna DI up throw, you can down throw and then maybe up air, and then they air dodge, and then you can just frame trap them anyway. That was an idea I had. Otherwise, you're gonna have the meta will eventually just become just doing side throws to get them to the ledge, and then just frame trap them at the ledge. So that's some ideas I had, and that's pretty much the that's pretty much it for his grabs and throws. It's mostly just going to be up throw, up air frame traps and stuff, but it's not actually real. It's just hoping they don't DI and low percent frame traps on no DI and stuff like that. And then the mix-ups from that. So let's get into, now that I covered his garbage smashes, his tilt switch combo, and I will now talk about his aerials. So his aerials are frame 4 nair, frame 7 kick in front of him, a frame 7 up air, a frame 11 back air, which is really strong and pretty good from a ledge trump, and a frame 12 down air, kind of similar to Ken and Ryu's. Now, his back air and forward air cannot combo into his special attacks. However, his nair, his up air, and his down air all can. As an example, that's one combo, for example. Oops. You can do that. See? You have some options. You can do one of those moves into a B move. You can also do that with the tilts, as I showed you earlier. So his rapid jab, his jab combos, tilts, and these aerials, those 7 attacks can combo. You can cancel out of, as long as you hit them or hit their shield, just like Ken and Ryu, can cancel into any of your special B moves. Now I will talk about his special B moves. So the first thing I want to go over is that there's a concept that applies to all of them. As you know from Ryu and Ken, there's the Street Fighter inputs, which are on average around 20% stronger than. The reason they did this is because they want the average gamer to be able to pick up and play the characters and have fun, but you also want to reward the pro players a bit too, and encourage the people who played these fighting games to want to play too. So it's a reward of skill while encouraging them. So you can make the same moves but a little bit stronger. These can be done as fast as frame perfect, as I've tested like every other frame. For example, if you're like down forward or down back down forward, you can literally just start the move on frame as early as frame 4, for example. I'll talk about this in a minute. But the other thing that's unique to him is that there is a tap and a hold for the B button. So Terry has several options for his moves. You can do the basic move with a tap, forward B, for example. As you see, it doesn't go very far. You could hold the B button, go much further. And then, as you know, there's the Street Fighter, aka King of Fighter inputs. Down, forward, tap B. It looks the same, but it does more damage. And then there is down, forward, hold B, which is the one you should always be using. You pretty much always want to be using down, forward, hold B. Now that same concept applies to other moves. For example, up B tap, doesn't go that far. Up B hold. Now this is a little trickier. You hold down and then press B. It's a little more awkward though. And you know, same for the other moves. Back B. As you can see, this goes a certain distance, but then you hold it. It's like tap, hold. You can see it goes further. It's easier to tell if the side B punch. But basically all his moves have a tap, where you tap B, and one where you hold B. But I recommend for the fireball, you always want to tap B. I recommend for other moves, do the Street Fighter input, usually, and then do the hold B, because that's the most optimal one. That does the most damage and goes the most distance. So whenever possible, try to do those. If you tap neutral B, what happens? It's a 10 damage beam that goes across the screen. Not the whole screen, it stops around there. And if you hold the B button, it does about % and some decimal more. So this does like 11 point something, and this does 10. But as you notice, if you do this and try to approach, you can't. If you want to spam the short one, you can't. But the best option, in my opinion, is to press B and run in and do an attack. Kind of like how Pikachu and Pichu approach. So something you can do is like kind of the wolf neutral. Dash away, B. So tap left, release left, B. Yeah, you just B reverse. It's kind of like how you just dash away wolf and shoot a laser. Well, you just do this. So just do that, and then run in. And then now you have the advantage. It reminds me a lot of Wolf for the Wolf in the way that you start it in neutral, and it reminds me of Pikachu and Pichu of just like the way you follow your attack to get like a positional or frame advantage. Now this, as I showed you, those are the two moves. This is the ground one. I believe that's frame like 21. If you hold the B button, it's frame 21. If you tap the B button, it's frame 18. And there's another frame 18 one in the air. This one. This is the air version. I'm not sure the best use of this one yet. I could maybe a frame trapping, edge guarding or something. Not sure the best use. In my opinion, this is going to be the best one. But, you know, this one might be better, might be pretty good in the future. Who knows? So, I've talked about that move. I will talk about the side B. Before I forget to mention it, there's a side B forward and a side B back. So since you're always facing the opponent, if you press back and B, you do this flip kick, as you can see right here. Oops. See, 16 damage. Oh, if you do the down back B, it does 19 damage, as you can see. And of course, it does the tap one. You go a little less distance to tap it. I don't recommend that personally. Now, the opponent can easily shield grab this, so like if they would have shield, it's a free shield grab. However, if I was to cross him up like that, even in a Terry Ditto, he doesn't even have time to drop shield dash attack. So in a lot of matchups, as long as you land behind them, preferably a long distance behind them, but you want to cross them up, in my opinion, and then it'll be much safer in most matchups. So that's something to consider. In addition to that, you could combo off it by canceling it. So, the moment you hit a move on them or their shield, as I said, you can cancel. So, Nair, for example, into this move. Or Nair into this move. There's a lot of combinations. So, me or Sam will make another video in the future of all the combinations, but that's the basic gist of it. This move, it actually starts on frame 13, but most of the time it's going to hit on 14. For the grounded side B, it is frame 21, and it is stronger up close, but the distance one is decent too. Now, the air version, as you can see, does not go as far. There's an extra short air version, and the normal hold B air version. The air version actually starts on frame 18, which is 3 frames faster than the ground version. However, it also goes less distance. So that is the difference with the air version and the ground version. Kind of similar how to the air version here is frame 18, and there's the hold one's 21, but it's not quite the same thing. But do note that there's the differences in speeds there. As I said, there's the tap one, which I don't recommend. I recommend just pressing side B if you're just learning, or pressing down forward B if you're getting better. What does down forward B mean? Well, that means down, either down forward and B, or it can mean down forward B. So let me explain how to do these inputs a little bit better. So I'm going to do frame by frame. On frame 1, you can duck, and frame 2, or later, you can do B. And now I'll do the strong punch. But you don't even need to go all the way down. Even though it's down 4B, the game gives you some leeway. So I never have to go as far. I could literally be near this down right notch. I could do like a little bit more right of down as my first input, then a little bit more down of the right on my next input, and that would still work. You can do that and still get the strong attack. So basically, imagine it as you don't have to go all the way there. You just have to get you got to get pretty close to it. So even though it says down, so imagine you don't have to reach this point. Like imagine that this is like a controller and these are the coordinates. You don't necessarily have to reach this point. It's just a range. You just have to get within this range. Close enough. But I'm just explaining that so you understand a little bit how it works and how they program the game, so it makes a little more sense to you. You can actually just like move the control stick a little bit from like here to here, and that'll be enough. But with notches, you know, it's not necessary. But understanding how the game works would be nice too. I don't know the exact degrees, but understanding the basic gist of it, that should be helpful. Now, this punch I think is really good, and here's why. This move combos from a lot of things. So you want to F tilt, and then down forward B, you can get that punch. You want to Nair, you get the punch. That's really good at the ledge, by the way. So like, if somebody's doing a ledge jump and you read it, check this out. Bam, they die at 60. All I do is I Nair them, and the frame I hit them with Nair, I just press down forward B. I really think this move is one of his better moves, though, because you can, as I said, you could combo into it. I think it's particularly good after F tilt or after a nair from my current experience. So doing nair into that or F tilt into that, I find that very effective. Now, these could also be used as a recovery. Like, you can do a side B, but then if I side B once, my only other option is to up B. For example, I was side B, but now I cannot side B again. I cannot side B left, and I cannot side B right. Doing one side B, regardless if it's left or right, that counts as your only side B for the air. So when recovering, make sure that you remember you only have one side B, and this move and this move count as the same move. You can only pick one, and you can only use it once. You cannot do backflip into the fire punch. That does not work, because that would be broken, and then you'd have extra recovery. The programmers made sure to not let you do that, so keep that in mind when recovering. Now I will talk about his down B. If you press down B, you do a very fast attack, and I think this move can be quite good. And the reason I think it's quite good is because it comes out on frame 6. So that itself is really useful. So let's say you want to nair down B. Oh, look, it works. Down tilt down B, or like just down air down B, or like a lot of stuff can just work from that. And if you want to know the inputs, it's a Shoryuken input, which means forward, down, down, forward, and B. Or you know how Shoryuken is right, down, down, right? Well, that works. But another thing that works is right, down, right. So you can think of it as right, down, down, right. Or you can just think of it as right, down, right. Both of those methods work. If you want to be lazy and get a little bit less power, but do it super fast and consistent and easy, you can just press down B. But if you want to get super serious about maining Terry, forward, down, forward, or forward, down, down, forward. Oh, this guy, I keep turning around. Both of those methods work well. So those are two different ways of success for this. And I find the down B very particularly useful for linking off combos. Oh yeah, another thing. You know how a lot of things, it's like, okay, you hit, and let's say they shield, they could roll away. The blue Terry could just roll away. However, you could catch the startup of their roll. If you know the opponent is always going to roll away immediately, if you know that information, hey, my opponent will definitely spam roll away. If you are confident in that statement, you could do just nair down B. You could just hit their shield with any move and spam down B. And your startup of your down B will catch their startup of roll. There's like 3 or 4 frames at the start of roll. I think there's like 3 frames at the start of roll for most rolls that you can hit the character. So you could catch those frames and punish the people who are like, oh, I'm just going to roll away from Terry for free. Nope, because Terry has that mix-up. So it's nice that he has that mix-up. It means that your opponent who knows the matchup, they can adapt back to you. So that's nice that Terry has these mix-ups. So now I'll talk about up B. As I said, there's 4 different distances. There's like the tap, and there's the hold. And to do the super version, you hold down and then press up B. This move comes out on frame 10. It's decent. It's decent out of shield, but his up B out of shield, for reference, is frame 10. Grab out of shield is frame 10. Nair out of shield is actually frame 7, so I find that to be pretty good. I find this is his fastest out of shield for attack by far. But talking about this recovery, it's like a better Little Max. Look, you can grab it with like the top of your leg, basically. See? So that could be useful. Also, before I forget to mention, when you charge down B, you get some invincibility starting on, I think, frame 5 or 6. Let's look. See? On frame 5, you get invincibility, even though it hits on 10. That's only when you do the down charge. And you can even charge it out of shield, even though it's kind of awkward and weird. And you can still get the invincible one. Also, the invincible one, this one, will actually land on the top battlefield platform, whereas this, even though it looks like it's the same, it actually will not land on the top battlefield platform. Just some random info. So, speaking of moves that have the invincibility, if you do the Shoryuken input for this move, I will show you. Forward, down, down, forward. Oh, I should also mention, just so you have more information, you could press down forward, your last input, and be on the same frame. So as I said, I just did forward, and then I did down, and this is frame 3, although it'd be a lot later in real time. I could press this and be on the same frame. So now frame 1 of the move is started. 5, 6, Now I get invincibility on frame 6. This move does start on frame 6, so it doesn't particularly matter that much maybe, but if you're just trying to anti-air them on reaction or something, maybe that could be useful. Also, it does more damage and power. The normal one, as you see, does not have invincibility, but the special versions of them do. So there's a lot of very specific stuff about Terry. It can be a little overwhelming at first, but yeah. So now I'll try to talk more about some of his different moves. Back to the aerials. This kind of hit. There's the strong hit and the weak hit. So as you can see, this move lingers for a while. See, and then you could just press side B if you're lazy. I like that combo. I think it's good. It's really good at catching a ledge jump. So if you think they're going to ledge jump like right away, you can just do this. Well, I'm facing him. But you can pretty much just go over the ledge and just spam this move, or just spam the down tilts over the ledge and catch them and then kill them. So if you wanted to do into the down B, you just nair, down forward B really fast. I don't know if I did it right. I did there. See? Now, there were 2 more things actually before I forget. Super attacks. He has 2 super attacks. This one and this one. So the first one I showed you is down, back, down, forward, B. So I'll just have to do it faster than that. Down, back, down, forward, B. Or another thing you could do is down, down, back, notch, down, down, forward, notch, B. So basically, you can be crouching the whole time. Look, you just wiggle the crouch. You can literally just be crouching and then wiggle left notch, right notch. See? Left notch, right notch. So it's technically down, down, back, down, down, forward, and it's real easy because it's down and then wiggle left notch, back notch to forward notch, left notch to right notch. Pretty easy. Another way to think of it is down, back, down, forward, or down, quarter circle back, and half circle forward starting downwards. So there's different methods of success. Whatever one you feel most comfortable with. Some people might have different feelings or opinions. Those are different ways you can do it easier. Now this move is pretty cool because it's a giant explosion. Does like 30 damage. It's pretty strong too. If you up tilt, I think this might even kill. And it combos. On shield, it might break it, but they can just roll away. Now there's this move. I think this is his strongest move. This is very straightforward. Down, forward, B. But you have to do it faster. And I think that move is really fast. This move is frame 20, and this move is frame 14. It's really fast. Terry has to be at 100% or higher for this to register, though. So I think Terry might be better against... He has these 2 special moves, as I said. He has this move and this move. These are his 2 unique moves after 100%. I'm not sure which move is better. I think this move is better off a first impression, but it's opinion. Also, this move barely reaches the top platform in Battlefield. Like, it's possible. This move just might be better. I don't know for sure. It's too early to say. But this move barely reaches there on the top platform on Battlefield. Just barely. It can also hit people on the ledge, I believe. So that's pretty cool stuff too. Oh. One unique thing about him before I forget to mention. As Sakurai said, you could, you know how this move it looks like up tilt? Well, guess what? You can dodge and then pummel. But let me show you how broken this really is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, he's starting his punch. But he's still invincible. 11, 12, 13, 14. An invincible punch. Wait, let's see what happens when he moves again. 15, 16, 17, 18? That whole punch is invincible. So get this. If you literally predict someone jumping at you, all you have to do is dodge. So let's say it was like you see like a Lucina jumping at you or something, or just some character like a Mario is just jumping at you, or whoever wants to jump at you in your face. Maybe you're fighting a Ryu or something. He's jumping in your face. Well, dodge, invincible punch. Now, unlike your normal up tilt, this move cannot combo into things. See how up tilt you can combo? For this, it sends further and cannot combo. So obviously, like, you can't do a special move. Even though they look visually the same, they are actually completely different moves. They just, maybe they were lazy and they just copy-pasted the animation, but they're actually very completely different moves. It would be extra broken if that was the case, but I still think it's kind of crazy that, like, oh, the opponent's definitely going to jump in on me. Dodge punch, and it's invincible. To me, that's kind of crazy, in theory. We'll see what happens in practice, you know. But, yeah, so Terry has quite a lot of stuff, and it was quite the learning curve. The Nair is one of the best things he has. You can actually, you barely can't double Nair, but you can do this. Oh, you can actually sure up Dare Nair. Want to try again? There we go. You can actually sure up Dare Nair. I don't know if it's useful though. I was thinking maybe near the ledge. You just get them to the ledge, and like you do. If you predict their ledge jump, you do sure hop Dare, and then if you think they're not gonna, if you think they might ledge jump later, you just you double jump Nair or you landing Nair, and then if that landing Nair hits, you just hold side B. If they're at 60, watch this. I'm going to do the weak side B. The brain dead just forward B, just to show you how good this is. That's the weak hit, without the down forward input, which is like almost 20% stronger or so. So if you get them to the ledge at like 60, well, maybe, yeah, more above 60, depending on percents and all those factors. You can literally just Nair side B them. I think that might be good in the future. There's a lot of stuff that could be good of him. What else did I miss? There's taunts. His up taunt, down taunt, and the JoJo. Wait, what? How does he do it? Wait, I have to learn this. Let's see here. His left leg is tilted. And wait, I have to learn this. How do I do this? That's his right. He points with his right arm. This is hard. I did not plan this through at all. This is his left foot. Like this? Stand that. Wait, no, it's his right arm. So, which foot goes up? Right foot up? Left foot up? Stand that. Stand that. Stand. It's so stupid. No, I love this because it reminds me of Jotaro. But I think I actually think nothing's funnier than this. Like, I think nothing's funnier than this. Wait, I messed up. Wait, unsee everything. Nothing existed. Nothing happened. Nothing existed. Nothing happened. You forget everything. All right, let's try again. Look at it, dude. This is so stupid. Of all the grabs I've ever analyzed. like why? Like why? Dude, that's crazy. That looks so ridiculous to me, dude. So overall, basic overview of Terry. So I think the way he plays, in my opinion, is going to be a lot of you do the dash away neutral B. You go in with a move, whether it's like dash attack or just grab, or I think jumping in if the area was good. Now, unfortunately, fair is really good for spacing, but I think it's if you want to actually just combo off a move, I think going in with like a nair might be even better. So like this, and then you can literally do like anything off a nair. Like, in my opinion, the punch is the best. But, you know, like, you can do the down B. Oh, this move, the back B, it doesn't kill, but it does, it consistently combos off, like, pretty much every move. Like, that one, not that one. You can just do, like, any move. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of this move's good in a lot of situations just for racking damage. It's, the combos, there's so many possibilities. I just haven't labbed them all. And obviously, it's way too new. There's no way to do all that. If you want to see future Terry combos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for this video, because I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more Terry in-depth stuff. This is only after playing him for a few hours, so I want to get you guys started. But yeah, he's basically a lot like Ken and Ryu. In some ways more simple, in some ways more complex. But I think he's a strong. Honestly, I think he's going to be a really strong character. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like. Like that's just for an F tilt. By the way, you see that blue? That means his leg's invincible. Like, and then you have this anti-air that's invincible, and then you can like, yeah, he just has a lot of stuff. I'd say one of his weaknesses though is recovery, as you expect. His recovery is kind of a weakness, and kind of like Ken and Ryu, he doesn't have a way to protect him coming down. Except Ken and Ryu actually land better than him, because Ken and Ryu have the focus. They have a really fast move called focus, which can help them land. Terry literally has to like go left or right with these side Bs, or oops, wait. He has to move like left or right in the air if his like B attacks or something, to maybe try to evade people. But he can't really he doesn't really have a move that goes like underneath him. Like, this is the closest thing he has, and that's not, I wouldn't really call that underneath him, you know? And that's his down air. So I feel like that's going to be an exportable weakness. So if you're fighting a Terry, you probably want to juggle them with up airs and stuff. And if you're a Terry player, be aware that falling straight down on them probably isn't the greatest idea. You probably want to fight them left and right. Oh yeah, that reminds me. His dash. Look at his dash. This is a really good dash. Look how many times you can do it. You can literally like melee, like just dash dance grab and stuff. Like it's pretty good that you can literally just move around doing that. So yeah. Go in with a little slow fireball. Do a move or whatever. Try to combo. That's the basic idea of him, I think. And make sure you try to live to 100, because there's some. If you land F tilt there, just like there's dead. Or if you just make a hard read, like you throw them above you and you're not sure which way they go, just do the down forward or down back input. See if they go left or right, and then do either that or that or something. Like there's a lot of like theory craft stuff. Both those moves do like 30 damage. Kill it like 70, 80. So yeah, Terry, I'd say, is a very strong character. And I hope this guide can help you get started, because, you know, I only had a few hours to work with, and I'm not particularly amazing with the Ken Ryu characters, but I do think I'm pretty good at learning stuff fast and like labbing stuff. So I wanted to try to teach you guys, to get you guys started faster, like learning the inputs, learning the way he works easier. So if you guys have any questions or more detailed stuff, let me know in the comments below, because I can just pretty much lab whatever you guys need or make a video on whatever you guys need. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. All right, thanks for watching.